Just looking back on when I started traveling around, when I had to flee Race Lake, left my bicycle behind, only had my 2 feet, well, in my car too. But when I wanted to walk around my car, all I could do was just walk. I had no bicycle. And it was a long time before I got another one. Over a year, I think. And I'm like, looking back now, with the benefit of realizing the benefit of the walking sticks, having 2 walking sticks, I certainly could have had a better time getting around without a bicycle if I had walking sticks, if I had known how great they are. They are a definite bridge. Well, they're just a good in-between walking and bicycling. A good tool in between, and I mean easy to acquire. And I'm thinking, as long as the stick doesn't go above eye level and become distracting, it should be fine. Like this, I'm thinking it could be distracting being higher, like to my chin, but so maybe it's not that bad. I need to give it more time, but now I'm realizing you got a stick that's too tall and that blocks just even a little vision off to to your sides. That could be annoying. All right, maybe after a mile of walking with these, I am noticing a difference in just the grip alone. This Walmart sticks feels so unnatural because they glazed it over some kind of paint. It just doesn't feel like a healthy feel. It's like it's so slippery. It just doesn't have that healthy feel like this untouched natural wood. I think I am feeling a preference for more natural wood than Walmart walking sticks. I think I want to keep a saw on me in my bag for any good opportunities. I'm looking for shoots, so I do want one more. I don't want to just take any random tree. I want shoots off of a big tree, if possible. Alright, so I got this acceptably strong, ratty looking stick, and I was able to fit, I mean, look at it, it's all cracked and stuff, but I've tried the bend test and it's strong enough. I was able to fit this 1 1/8 inch chair tip on the bottom without doing any work, without trying to whittle it down. So now, I guess I don't need Walmart sticks now. I got 2 from the woods, one a fresh cut, one an old style cut, and I just walk around town with these and not have to worry about losing them. The road, I thought these tracks were in use, but they don't even have the signals. I should have realized that. There's no signals. It's overgrown, which well, let me just say the trail on the side of the tracks is what gave it away first to me. Then the overgrowth. Then I look and see that there are no signals for the tracks. So there's several pieces of evidence showing that these tracks are not in use, which is actually a nice shortcut to the park next to the Missouri River. And looks like people might be sleeping here overnight, leaving their belongings behind. Now I have to cross this highway still, and I don't know if I want to actually. I think there's probably a better way. People just come up to this, as far as this, there might be a shelter up top there. I was gonna go walk over in the woods further, there were some activity. Some people appear to have been sleeping out here, but they got driven out. They got pushed out with tents. I mean, these tents are completely collapsed. There's further deep down, more evidence. But I mean, people made some kind of, what do you have, plywood shelter. I mean, this takes time. People were bringing their trash in here. Okay. How about a date? Wow. So the month of 4, January, February, March, April, just last month. So there's in and out activity, but it seems like also it's being cleaned out too. It seems like people are really living out here. Actually, this one looks kind of functional up ahead here. Maybe not. Nope. And this is looking like a flood channel. So trashy. North part of Omaha. Here the Quilter Society making a mat out of trash bags here left behind. So some quilting group did that in the quilting group of Omaha. More trash here. Hard to tell which trash is moved by the water, by humans living along the highway periodically. Not at this nobody out here at this time. All right, I've learned to fear the burdock leaf, the burdock aerial parts for a long time, but now I want to take another look at burdock. I mean, it upsets the stomach, but there is such a nice bitterness. I like the taste, but it upsets the stomach. Maybe boiling it in my teapot might help. Take a little piece, because that seems to be the side effect, is that it just makes my stomach upset when I chew on it raw. But I mean, when I chewed on alfalfa, that gave me a dry throat, but as tea, no problems. So I think I want to take another look at burdock. I don't want the root, that's for sure. And I'd like to give the bitter aerial parts another look. This is the most variety yet I've gotten for picking. You got the prickly, the nice grass, the catnip, the motherwort, a little bit of burdock just to try it. I thought I saw a stinging nettle. Oh, and then also the grape leaf. The grape leaf. A big variety. No thank you to the milkweed. That's supposed to be pretty poisonous. And it also kind of looks like hops is out here too. This leaf is like very similar to the hops, but it needs to grow further out, so I'm not sure. Is there anything useful around here? If you ever got anything stolen in this area, it could end up under the bridge. Oh man, credit card. This looks like some kind of a test, Quantiferon Mitogen, and you add 1 milliliter of blood and shake. So this yellow stuff must be the stuff. It's expired, but you take a needle and stuff it through there, and then you shake it. You may substantially interrupt the repair impaired service. Something's on the other side there. And there's a car up here. I wonder if somebody's in it. Why they gotta advertise that video surveillance is in use at the Narrows River Park? Is it to protect protect this shed. He waves and closes the garage door. Where's the camera?
What's that?
How you doing?
Good.
$3? So they want you to pay $3 for this. That's it. Where's the money going to? It's just a way to keep most people out. And it doesn't specifically say it's per vehicle, but if that guy calls the cops on me, I'm gonna say I thought it was for vehicles. Alright, I've never been downtown Omaha, and I don't really intend to go. My bicycle chain tensioner just got lost in the mail. That would be the only way I'd consider going. And check this out. I've never seen a beaver take on such a huge task of trying to chop down this is the biggest tree I've ever seen that they tried to chew on. They take on large tasks. They take on some insurmountable challenges along the Missouri River. Get a little close up. So people can pretty much see Omaha, Nebraska from Iowa. Right, I'm at Big Lake, not too far of a walk if you got walking sticks from the Walmart in, not Council Bluffs, this Tillamook or some weird named city north of Council Bluffs. And it's a big lake. Been seeing some big frogs jumping in the water as I was walking along the shoreline. It's about the only action. So I'm kind of purposely not picking as much in the wild so I could put the Timothy grass into the pots, because I got a little too much Timothy grass and I want to use up what I got. And next time, make sure I don't buy the huge amount, just the smaller servings for the purposes of storage in my car, because now that the summer is approaching, the grass is in full bloom and all that, so I can pick from the wild mostly. Alright, this is a brand spanking new library. They got a technology center where you can do 3D printing, but it's closed. Meeting rooms closed, and there's quite a few meeting rooms here. I was the only person in here besides librarians the whole time, so they really got to the public, the community. Community knows to stay away still. I think I'll come tomorrow though and hang out. There's really no restrictions. Pretty decent climb behind this Walmart. High hill behind it. It's pretty enjoyable to climb with the walking sticks. And at first glance, I thought I was going to be seeing a no trespassing sign. They're trying to sell it, but nobody comes up here. There are kind of tracks, I think. You can kind of see the hilly terrain. It goes up a little bit higher. It's beautiful. I guess it's fenced off for the cows or something. And then there's this building behind the Walmart. Road leads to it. It shouldn't be too much of a private entity. Then behind the Walmart a little further, there's all this smoke again that I saw when I pulled into the city. They're doing a lot of burning of something. I've never seen this type of spiky plant in Wisconsin. This huge spikes. Just never seen it. So it can only go so far north. There's a line that it stopped. Ouch! One got me. It's on the edge of this plowed. Looks fairly recently plowed. This plowed plot of land. So I'm trying to avoid houses as much as I can. I'm not far from a road, but I'm definitely in private property. They got a deer stand right here overlooking, so it's a questionable area. It's always interesting to take the woods and find out where it gets me. They never put no trespassing signs everywhere, so I miss them, but off of this road now, the area I left, there's no trespassing sign on that trail, so I guess it's not as bad. Right, there's this historical sign. It says Lewis and Clark camped at the YMCA. Lewis and Clark campsites. Alright, I'll read it later. I would take a bet that all of Lewis and Clark's campsites are deemed illegal campsites today. Alright, they look like they used to have something on the top. Look at that, it looks like a stand. They used to have something on the top. Looks nice and green down here. Good grass to pick. I guess I'll just focus mostly on grass. Alright, so I've been abusing my teapot so much. Now look at that, it's broken. That's not going to be easy to work with. Man, how much did this cost? $20 or something? I don't know if I want to be keep on buying cheap teapots. So if I didn't know any better, I'd say the mall of the Bluffs, the entire mall was demolished. Because it looks like a type of area that a mall would encompass, and it's just rubble on the ground. But the sign still remains. So they kept the road that wraps around the mall of the Bluffs. They were very active and swift on turning the mall into rubble. They're very active and swift. This is likely all pieces from the mall. Maybe they want to convert it into another mall in some way. I think they got some kind of a rock crusher. Clean rock crusher. Kind of like what they use for gold mining. Turn cement back into small pieces of cement. You see the sign right up ahead. Mall of the Bluffs. It doesn't exactly mean they intend to make another Mall of the Bluffs. A lot of times they just leave the sign. Alright, I backtracked 40 miles for this late delivery of the bicycle chain tensioner. So I want to get those on kind of quick. Start playing around. I guess I got a cheap one. So it face out this way, and That's all you'd have to go with that middle, the left one, and then make adjustments accordingly. This moves. The screw, the screw doesn't look to be much stronger. I have a feeling that might strip. Alright, well, I'm definitely in the market for a new tire, but I got this on right now for the chain. Look at this thing. It's bumping up and down. If I get it really going. Alright. This is what it's... I don't know if there's a video stability controlling that, but it just bumps. It bumps up and down. That's gonna be a problem. It's not supposed to be shaking around like that. I left my car at Lookout Points and took a windy trail that kind of ended and ends up in the private property, I guess. I would like to go back the same way I came up or came down. Looks so nice though. I don't think they're very welcoming to people like me walking through their yard. Okay, so I came down, I guess in the backyard of a museum that they give tours at. It looks pretty lavish in there. Well then, I guess they wouldn't mind me going back the way I came. And also on this road, it's a 2-hour parking limit. I'm going to the library, but you can avoid that 2-hour parking limit. Park as long as you want on the top of the park hill. I park on the hill and then take the trail down to the library. I don't think it's too far if you're willing to take them shortcuts. But they're kind of the hill is pretty steep though. Very useful to have walking sticks for that. Restrooms for paying customers, just like parking for paying parkers. Yeah, downtown it's just pay parking everywhere. I think, yeah, this is where I drove through to get to the park. Oh, the city hall. Pay for parking everywhere. It's crazy. All right, so I will keep six walking sticks in my car. Just to have backups for backups. And then I'll never buy another Walmart one again. I find that I need them taller so that I can put my thumb like this on a nice high level, you know, like about shoulder level, because that seems to be making a difference for my tennis elbow. Being able to have my thumb comfortably rest like this as I'm enjoying it. It's just when I'm holding it, I want to hold it as high as here. I want to hold it higher than 55 inches and also have a thumb, something to rest the thumb on too. They're actually still actively repairing these bricks. See, there's a little money in these neighborhoods. The Gibraltar neighborhood. So they're still able to invest a 3-story, including the garage, in the tight nook of the neighborhood, up a hill these people are able to invest in these types of homes. That takes some money. These swamp grackles just don't compare to the Southwest desert grackles. But they do live in a swamp, which is going to have a different lifestyle attached. Unlike the Southwest grackles that seem to have turned Walmart into their homes, these grackles are more like the Amish and haven't gravitated away from the dry grasslands. These grackles haven't left the swamps to hang out at the Walmart parking lots. Alright, so I broke my last, what is it called? A French press. So I need a decent way to filter my tea now. I don't have any French presses. They're glass, they break. I slap things around in here so much. That big one eventually cracked. I need a metal one or some kind, but right now I need to figure out. I still have the mesh, the filtering mesh. Maybe I'll try and hold it against the end of a cup or something. All right, so I got this mesh part for the French press. I took the top off. You can do that. So I set it off to the side. Just use this, and I'll cover this cup with it. This water in here is extremely hot. I just boiled it, but this cup has got the vacuum seal to it, so I don't even feel it at all. It's kind of cool. And I'm going to filter it just by placing this mesh on the top and pouring it in. It's kind of a French press. Warm up the dates with the hot water, and I probably should have bought more shredded wheat. Toss some shredded wheat in here, the brown water. I now see a reason to make sure that the top is smooth. So I was going down a hill, and I wanted to push on the top of this, but I got these little sharp things sticking up, and they're a little hard on the palm. I need a smooth top for all my walking sticks for when I hit these, when I go down these hills. It's not a big deal going up the hills. All right, so you look at this, and they may have curfew hours, but you can camp. Apparently I can pull in to the grass, probably even just sit on the side of the road here and camp overnight. I don't know if I want to do that though.
I don't know a lot about it, but I can walk through it with you if you'd like to just look at it.
Well, yeah, I mean, just look a little bit here. Just what did this building used to be?
This building used to be a grocery store and dry goods store.
Dry goods and grocery? Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, with the nice glass.
Mm-hmm. And
so
they bought it in 1975, the Historical Society.
Oh, wow.
And they turned it into a museum.
This has been a museum since 75.
It's been a museum since 75.
Wow.
This was the original. Now that's a unique bike.
This is very unique. I've never,
You've never seen one like
that. Well, I actually ran into a couple of guys. They were riding in Washington State, just for fun, just riding a two-man bicycle. They're out there, but yeah, you guys have one.
Yeah, it's very unique. It was custom made.
It's
custom made.
There's not too many of them out there.
And this was the meat shop for the grocery store right here.
Oh, the back.
Yeah.
And then they had the deli counter. Okay. Oh, the meat would be on display here.
The meat would be on display. You'd come to the
because it's a freezer. It's like a freezer. Okay. Yeah. All right. And what you guys have here is.
Yeah, that was basically the.
So it was a full grocery store.
Full grocery store.
They would maybe in the back they'd slaughter the cows.
They probably brought them in already slaughtered.
Yeah, probably.
This is just a tool room that they put together.
A lathe or so this is unique. I've never
That's
some kind
hand
of
operated.
Oh, okay, for doing that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Interesting.
That fella that you saw coming in.
Yeah, he does that kind of work.
Yeah, he does that kind of work.
Wood turning.
Wood
Okay.
turning. Mm-hmm.
Neat. All right. A lot of the heavy duty type of work. Yeah, shoes and horseshoes and regular shoes.
Take a look at that shovel. Look at that shovel.
I don't know why it would be so long.
Work down in wells.
Okay.
There's a well. I think that's what they used it for.
Okay. Just get deeper in.
Yeah. And then we've got several wood shovels over there.
Probably for grain,
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
granary,
Grain.
because they don't have they don't need a heavy duty for that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, the primary industry in this area was kind of a mix,
Farming.
mostly farming,
Mainly farming. Mm-hmm.
and then this is probably just
This is just storage.
storage.
There.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
At one time they used it for display,
But
now it's just,
this would be the back room for the
this
grocery
would be
store.
the back. This is the back
And
room
they would-
for the grocery store.
And they would receive goods and
They'd receive goods in there. They had a basement under it. There's an elevator over here.
Okay.
They could take the goods down to the basement
well, there's a basement. Okay.
and store
I
them.
suppose it's hollow.
And then the offices were upstairs.
There's upstairs.
Yeah. There's a partial upstairs.
Okay. Oh, yeah, the basement. Okay.
Basement is down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me just. Okay. Okay, and that's your storage.
Yeah. Well, they used it for display at one time, but they don't anymore.
Oh, I see. Huh. Must maybe a sunroof or something up there.
That is a what do they call it?
Yeah, well-
Skylight.
Skylight. Yeah,
That
to
was a
improve.
skylight.
Because that was okay. Yeah,
And
that's.
then back in here, this is part of a bank that they brought over.
Yeah, it's a unique cage.
Yeah.
You don't see a cage like this. Never.
And then the vault.
Vault,
This was the
yeah.
vault for the original store here. But this was brought over as a part of the bank.
Okay. Yeah, the stuff that they had.
Yeah.
A lot of personalized stuff they put together.
And then this was our post office. This was the original town post
Wow.
office.
You guys have got it all then, pretty much.
got quite a bit.
All the major buildings.
All the major buildings. And then they just set up, this is just a typical general type store.
Yeah, this
that
is
has
neat.
The clothing items and the objects of this kind.
Man, I wish I could spend more time just looking, but I know that we got to get through since I'm close to the. We're after closing hours. But
Now, are you local?
No.
You're coming through?
Oh, the jail. Okay.
Yeah, this was our city jail.
Okay. All right.
City jail. We had 2 cells.
Man, it's so tight.
You could put 4 people in this.
No way.
2 in there and 2 in there.
Okay, like that, but that's so tight.
Still be tight. And that
Man.
was a very unique bathroom stool.
Yeah, that's.
It was just a
that's-
drop through. It was a drop through stool.
Oh, drop. Well, that smell. Maybe tend to smell.
Yeah.
Because that's.
Yeah.
That's too
And
bad.
this thing was located down the west part of town, and that gentleman that you just acknowledged going out,
Yeah.
he and some others took this thing apart
Okay, because it's
and moved it up here and reassembled it.
Okay, so yeah,
It was over 1,000 rivets they had to
Oh
cut.
wow, that he had to take.
Had to take everything
I thought you
apart.
just take a one panel. It's 1,000 rivets.
I think he said there was 1,000 rivets
Okay,
that they
That's-
had to cut and then
so-
reassemble once they got up here.
he knows how to escape this jail now. Okay, something gonna fall?
No,
I shouldn't
no.
be. I was backing up. Okay, this is a tub.
This is
okay.
a tub. People
Barbershop.
could come in
Okay, let me just
and
space saver tub.
it folds up as a space saver. This boils your hot water.
Okay, it's a one of the. It's like a sauna. No, not a sauna. Just a hot water tub.
It was just a hot water tub.
Yeah.
You use kerosene, heat your water.
Yeah.
And the water cost them 10 cents, soap cost them a nickel, and the towel cost them a nickel.
I never even seen that at the water the water building. There's this like there's cities that were built based on therapy, like Excelsior Springs, and you can walk through that type of stuff. I've never seen anything like this.
Well, I've never seen anything like it either.
That's
and
really,
I don't know the history.
and it's for
of
the
it.
barber shop.
It probably was in a barber shop.
Oh, okay. It'd be a good guess. It'd be a good guess.
Yeah, you go in to get a haircut and take a bath. Now this building, this building was a. At one time, it was a variety store.
Okay.
And dry goods
I
store.
should probably just.
And
Just
they
take a-
have assembled. They've got
Man.
a doctor's. This is a dentist's office here.
Yeah, you guys.
And
got
this
it.
is part of the old dentist's office. And this.
There was a lot of cooperation you guys had in the city to get everything from.
It was a very
lot of-
strong historical society.
Yeah.
They all worked together. This chair, this thing is a hand-propelled, foot-propelled drill. And you would sit in that chair.
Really?
He would get this drill and he would pump it.
I've never seen that before.
I have never seen one either.
That's. I've been to a few museums and they're not on display. Maybe they break easy, or
Probably they didn't last.
Yeah, they weren't.
You know, we had an older gentleman come in here who said, "I have sat in that chair and had that drill worked on me."
Oh my goodness!
And he said that was terrible.
He lived to tell.
He lived to tell.
Wow. That's something else. A lot of interesting things I've never seen before. It'd be really nice to. Are you guys open tomorrow? I probably won't be here, but you guys, what are your hours?
We don't have any hours. Because of this COVID thing, we have closed down.
What was going on? Were you having a meeting then?
No, we were just this lady that went out used to run the museum, and what we do is my wife comes here, would take this to the home to display
with the body
to display the body. Yep.
Yeah,
it's a folding viewing table.
Normally the people would be in a casket, and they look like they'd just be laid out having a rest on some. If this is really the viewing, and you're having folding viewing. Wow.
Yeah, used in the home for viewing.
I wonder.
The deceased.
There was a point where they.
I suppose after they put them out for display, they would put them in a casket for burial.
Yeah, the casket is usually
because a lot of the services took place in the home.
They would
go to the
funeral.
home.
Maybe the funeral director was more of a traveling
kind of in a way
preparer in some way, and now
he would prepare the body. They would take it out, display it in the home, have a service in the home.
Yeah, cars really changed our behaviors a lot. Doctors could have their own offices. Funeral people could have their own.
We've got a little section here for church.
Okay. Yeah. Just you know,
this came out of one of the churches, the pews and the select room, or whatever you want to call it, came out of a local church.
Yeah, that's a good standard. You got your churches, you got your school display. Mm-hmm. Funeral is kind of rare. I don't see funeral displays.
This is our fire department. A few items from our fire department.
Yep.
This is our vets that we've had. This is our barber shop and beautician.
Oh. Okay.
This is an old barber chair.
Traveling Ministers, Oregon. The barber chair, yeah.
Barber chair.
Oh, for kids' stools.
Yeah, this was for kids. That's a hair curler.
Yep. Yeah, I've seen those.
That's a hair curler.
Those are pretty
mid-20s.
like a jungle vines type of setup. Hydralto. Okay. Man, there's so much unique stuff. This city brought in a lot of unique stuff.
Yeah, we did.
The locals had,
did.
and it's just farming. People just kind of, There was no mining. There was
No. This was an agricultural area.
It's just a
Strictly
very productive agricultural.
Yeah,
maybe
it's a very good agriculture.
Do you think it was more livestock or more? Well, you said agriculture.
Agriculture
so,
with livestock.
Yeah. But
Livestock and grain is primarily what they.
Do you think where are we? We're north of Omaha, Nebraska. You don't think slavery reached as far north as here?
No.
Yeah, okay.
Nope.
Because it did. It seemed to reach, pretty far. Far north.
No, we didn't have any instances of that.
All right. Because some museums south of here have displays, information about.
We really don't have anything like
the
that.
counts.
We don't.
Like for I don't know what, just to change the culture.
Oh yeah.
Because
typical bedroom.
Yeah.
Of that time period.
Yeah, copper. What is? This is entirely copper. That's
bed warmer.
A copper bed warmer. I've never seen that. You got so much unique stuff here.
Yeah, we do that.
I mean, I've seen copper wash tubs for the kids. Because I was in the old Mormon leader, not Smith, the other Brigham Young's old home in the south part of Utah, St. George, I think, Utah. They give tours in his winter home. He said there he had a.
Did he have a one?
He had a copper tub. And I thought I don't know. I think
copper tub.
Copper things are kind of neat to me.
They are typical kitchen.
Yeah.
With the ice box, the old stove.
Yeah.
Cabinets.
See it? Yeah. I make a lot of tea, so I pay attention to the teapots of the old days because I'm not too happy with my Walmart teapots. And it looks like they made some decent ones back in the day.
Yeah, they were. They were built to last.
Yep.
They're chicken wishbones, turkey wishbones, geese wishbones.
Yeah.
What he did was
pigeons.
Pigeons.
Maybe
he would date it.
Xmas gifts.
And he'd date it, and he would put where he got it.
Okay.
This was a dinner.
Yeah,
and a dinner that he had 1955.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, it was the strangest thing. His son was cleaning out his house. He had passed away. And he said, I can't throw that away. I just can't throw it away. Could you use it in the museum?
Yeah.
So we put it up. And I guarantee you will not find another one of those. No,
I doubt it.
Anywhere.
That is a weird collection.
That is a weird collection. I've never heard of anything like that.
I mean, yeah, there's some collections at museums like for buttons.
Yeah,
and
we've got button
stamps but wishbones. That is wow, like a plow made of maybe a cow clavicle, the hip or the shoulder blade of a cow, maybe. Yeah, it's hard to see.
Yeah, it is. It's clever.
Is that really effective though? It looks like the bone might break kind of. You'd probably best you could do is in sand or something.
It would be. You'd have to use it on like sand or real loose dirt. You couldn't go with
that would be tough. I like that crushing grains thing. But it's just.
Those are.
I mean, I heard like when I was in hurricane like Arizona, like there was like an earthquake and then a crack in the ground appeared and they saw Indian pots in this crack in the ground and put it in the museum. That's all they discovered something. Giant ground sloth and they
became extinct 1,000 years ago.
But it was in this area.
It was in this area.
Looks like almost like a beaver.
Yeah. Yeah, there.
I got more of a tour than I expected, especially with it being closed for COVID. Hammer collection. But I mean, with the open windows, and this used to be an old store, I guess they might as well just choose to make it free when they are open. Oakland Hotel? So this is like a picture of the downtown pretty much. I'm just kind of wrapping around it. Independent Order of Oddfellows had a building here, and I'm standing on the bricks that was part of the building after it got hit by lightning in early 1900s. These are all the wall bricks. $18.98.